All right, you guys ready to talk about some sports?
I think we were.
I think we were. Victor Allen's New Sports, written and directed by the bald-headed black man, the band that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. That's right, rub his head and make a wish. Ladies and gentlemen, we told you, sports bras, jock straps. It's time to get ready. This sport.
Boom.
And now available on Amazon.com.
Yes.
Episodes of Victor Allen's New Sports. Give it up again.
Yay.
On Amazon.com.
And nobody's trying to rub my head and make a wish. Okay. Look out, man. All right, hey, look, I'm going to say right now, probably without knowing all the information, welcome to New Sports. I got to start this off with not the topic you're usually going to deal with, because, you know, you're looking for the NBA playoffs, the boxing and everything else. The Dodgers are, hitting out and winning, although they lost on a walk-off home run last night by San Diego Padres. Hey, so what? Caster Semenya. I'm just going to read to you a little bit why I know I'm pissed, and I know she has to be pissed. So let me just take it here. Court rules against Caster Semenya, says she must lower testosterone levels to compete. If you don't know Caster, she's the world champion in 800 meters, and she has won the last 30 races she's been in. And just so you know, hyperandrogenism is also known as an androgen excess, that she has what they call a medical condition. I have this thing where they go, is it a condition? I'm going to leave that alone.
Well, if she's genetically female and has androgen excess,
right.
The point is she's a female.
Yes.
If she is genetically female,
yes.
And that means, in other words, she physiologically, for those who don't understand, she's a female, born female, okay? But because of a disease process, her body is being subjected to essentially steroids.
Yes,
her own body
excess.
steroids.
It's producing.
In excess.
Right.
That are causing
Naturally.
her to be more muscular.
Yes.
Different distribution of body fat, all those things.
Absolutely.
But she is genetically a female. Okay.
So
that's important to me.
It's good, and a lot of people have been following this. What's happened is, in April 2018, the IAAF announced new rules that require athletes to take medication to lower their testosterone levels.
Oh, see, now
hold on, wait a minute. Effectively, beginning in November 2018, that they would, take on this cause. On June 19th, 2018, Semenya announced that she would legally challenge the unfair IAAF rules. Her legal hearing began on the 18th of February this year, 2019, and on May 1st, the court arbitration for Sportz rejected her challenge, paving the way for new rules to come into effect 2 days from now, May 8th, 2019, and Semenya just won her race over the weekend, and she's not going to change. Imagine someone telling you this. You have to take medication so you can reduce your steroid level to compete.
Poison you. Essentially, we have to give you drugs that are going to damage you.
Right.
I think on the surface it starts out illegal.
Let me just say this.
Even tell you to even interfere with your medical treatment.
If I had the freedom to express the way I would like to express, I would have a different way of communicating my language.
I would say, like, fuck.
We got
use custom, use a blowjob in my segment.
Wait a minute. No, that's not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
First of all,
Amazon.
When did blowjob become a curse word?
No, because little kids say stuff sucks today.
Right. So let me just say this. I love the title, although it says, for me, it says, physical gift or unfair advantage. Notice what they sit there and say. If they treated her as a physical gift, then I wouldn't employ these rules. So they're saying everybody who is under this umbrella, you have an unfair advantage, and that your life is wrapped around sports. I'm going, wait a minute, what about her individuality? So I guess what happens is you take the medication, and it only affects you when you're competing. Then when you go back and say, let me go out in the life of my career and other areas of what I do, the medication will be turned off. It's if I had 3 fingers and they were all the middle ones, I would be saluting IAAF in a different fashion. I'm not going to tell you how it is, man. This one, we're probably looking at the end of her career.
Well, that's why you got to sue, because, Vic, how's that any different from a basketball player being subject to his own body's hormones when he's a teenager and growing to 7 foot? I mean, how is that any different? It's the same kind of a thing. Your body interacting. You're not doing anything in any kind of exogenous fashion. You're not bringing any drugs in, any kind of things to make this happen.
Right.
This is your nature, your God-created body.
Right.
Oh, no.
Now, let me ask you a question.
No.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to ask this question because I have no medical background on this. Jesse Owens, back in the 1930s, was the fastest runner on the planet, running equivalent to the times that a high schooler can run now. Now, set aside that techniques and an advancement in how you probably run the race basically can affect how fast you go. If there was a study that said, hey, you know what? We've studied athletes back from the 1930s, and they all averaged this certain level of testosterone. And now it's 60 years later, and the average level has gone up. Would that mean there's a conflict here in defining what is acceptable? Because I'm literally going like this.
No, it wouldn't. They wouldn't let it be.
Right. I'm going like this. So I wonder if all this naturally occurring because of whatever, and I don't know, because like I said, I don't have that background. I literally sit there and go like this. So imagine in 1930 somebody saying, you know, the athletes are going to be so much faster. This is why. We see a progression in the testosterone levels starting to go up. It's starting to go up. So what should we do? We should put a cap on it. What year? 2019. That's how I feel they're treating this, man.
Yeah, well, that's why it's stupid on every levels. We already know that people are getting bigger every year, every generation. So if you just that, which is already established, means that in succeeding years, people will be bigger, faster, and therefore performing athletics on a different level. That's just known. So some of this, again, a lot of this is so stupid.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Lee, I hope to sue the shit out of you.
Wait, first of all, I want to see, you know, I believe in this. I want to see person number one who said she can't do this. I want to see their faces.
Yeah, we want to see
I want to know your background.
Where you live.
Don't be hiding.
Yeah.
If you're going to take this kind of stance for the people, stand up.
That's right.
Spread your chest muscles.
Spread your cheeks.
Dude, first of all, and I'm not going to say anything because I'm just saying it may not just be men, it may be women.
Spread your cheeks.
I'm going
I was thinking of women anyway when I said it.
You know what? You're taking it to another level.
I was thinking of women when I said it.
Lord, I apologize for him. I'm sitting up here watching this. I'm going to be following this because in a couple of days, this woman's life is about to change. And I can't imagine. Is she going to be good enough to perform with the men? And then all of a sudden, her winning may be subjected to a lot of losing because she doesn't have enough testosterone. Oh, this one is pissing me off, man. Yeah, it really is. So
I can tell.
Yeah, man, this one got me, man. It really did. I was going, I can't wait.
That's what we give them, the big Bronx cheer.
Okay, all right, let me go on to the next one. Hey, you guys, you know, track and field is one of my favorite sports. Of course, I let in with it. I haven't finished yet because, you know, whenever there's somebody who's special and they're not of the makeup you usually hear about, if you sit there and go like, hey, somebody just broke a record in the 100 meters, you think of the likely candidate to be somebody probably from the southern states. They're fast, going to certain schools. It's just the irony of what we think. We always think this. Texas and Florida produces a lot of
It's our
athletes.
bias. It's our inherent bias.
And hey, rightfully so, they're ranked that way. That Florida, Texas, and California tend to produce a lot of the runners. Well, Texas is in the news again, and we got a fast son of a bitch. And that's saying it glowingly. They call him White Lightning. He just broke the all-time prep record for winning the 100 meters at 9.98 wind aided. He jumps 26 feet plus in the long jump. And they're calling him White Lightning.
Wow.
Going to the University of Georgia. That's where he's attending. Literally, he's about 175 pounds. He's 6'2". He's Caucasian. There's some other backgrounds I'm going to give you for the people who are in high school. But this guy is special. Now, here's the thing I want to ask you, just so you know. When's the last time, Mario, there was a runner of African-American descent, and his name was Black Lightning?
They got to stop doing those. Became politically incorrect.
What are you trying to say?
Even though there was a show.
Right. Yes.
Specifically was about that.
Here's the part I like.
It was exactly
I hope, I'm hoping this guy gets a huge amount of success. I really don't care whether they call him White Lightning or not. He is genuinely running because he can, and he's special, and he's gifted. So I'm going to give you some of the things for those of you who are in high school who say, well, okay, give me some more information. It's not the stuff you guys are talking about. He likes fishing, skiing. Favorite actress, Natalie Portman. Favorite movie, Avengers, Infinity War. What else does he like? Adrian Peterson, famous football player. Favorite rappers, Travis Scott, Drake. And, of course, he's going to a preparatory school, Jesuit. So somewhere along the way, there's no history of his family in the sense of going, hey, we have these special athletes, usually brothers and sisters. He just sprung out of nowhere. Here's my question to you, Mario. Do you think they went in advance of calling him White Lightning? Instead, just call him Fast as... Yeah, I can't say it. I can't say it.
So, Fast MF.
Right. See.
Hell, you F.A. Fast MF.
Hey, man. Dude is... Go watch the video. Literally, you're watching this guy, and there's nobody ahead of him in any of the races. So here's the question. Equal competition makes you go faster. When he gets to Georgia, yeah, he's going to jump up into this area where he's going to have to do a little bit better, of course. But his progression looks pretty good. So I just want to give props, man.
Give him up.
Yeah.
And he's still growing, Vic. You know, physically, he hasn't matured yet. So he's still got a ways to go.
Hey, man, I want to give mad respect to him, man, because you think about what he's doing and that this is an all-time prep record. So you're literally talking about the fastest who've ever run in high school. He's already put himself at the top of the list. All right, now we're going to the part that people are waiting for, I guess, in our community, since we don't have a team that's in the playoffs any longer. It's the NBA playoffs. And
I have a team.
Who's your team?
Golden State.
You got to pick the easy one, right? You got to pick the easy one. All right, with you starting off with that's not bad, though, man. Hey, look, let me give you some information here first. No, forget that. Let me just ask you. I'm just going to skip to something else because I'm going to get to that later. Best series you're watching, hands down. Best series, Maury.
The Portland-Denver series is very close.
It is I have mine ranked. It's above. It's a little bit above where you're at. I have Denver, Portland because every game is literally they're doing great shooting. You literally is point for point. And then I came up with Golden State Houston because they have more superstars between these two teams than any other team. I came up with them second. And then Toronto versus Philadelphia. And then I got Milwaukee, Boston. And the reason why I'm sitting up here saying Milwaukee, Boston is last is I don't know if Boston hit the expectations everybody expected. They expected that their experience would take them to another level. And it doesn't look like it's there. And they really only have two superstars on either side, Giannis and Irving. So, and to me, when you go look at that Portland-Denver series, do you know the two most efficient players on the court in playoffs right now? Number one is Kevin Durant and Jokic.
There you go.
Okay, so now let me just say this. Are you impressed? Are you impressed by Jokic, man?
Yes, it's hard not to be.
Do you know he is the leading assist man in the playoffs, and no one's even close within an average of 3 assists a game. He's at 9.1.
Wow.
His what they call win share. They have a thing called win share, and the win share is when you actually it's a third of they count this sabermetric where your value to your shares for winning are in thirds, and he is number 1. So you got Durant number 1 in points, but you got Jokic win share, total rebounds, and assists. Win share. You have to go read the definition. Okay. It is. I can't consolidate it. It's so much information they include, and it's been there for a while. Rather than to get into it, I just want to let you know that 3 of the more what they would call supportive categories to teams winning, Durant is number 1 in points. The rest of the categories, Denver Jokic.
Wow.
All right. So I'm just letting you know. So with that being said, got to give that respect to somebody whose IQ, dude. When I watch this guy play, his awareness on the court is unbelievable to me, man. It's just haven't seen a big man do this. All right, let me just kind of go to something here that is kind of important. I may not have it listed. I just got to ask Mario.
No. No.
Wait
No.
a minute.
Sorry, couldn't do it.
Hey, let me just say this. There is a reason why I'm putting this here. I have something called, it's a New York state of mind coming, bro. Do you know they got New York and LA Clippers 16-1 odds next year for winning the NBA championship? Here's the other thing. If Kevin Durant leaves, we don't know where they're going. The 3 teams that everybody's talking about the superstars going to, whether it's Kawhi Leonard, Irving, Kevin, whomever, they always say New York, Clippers, and Lakers last out of the 3. Can you imagine that they're still picking Golden State to win even if Kevin Durant leaves? So they're favored, number 1. Milwaukee, number 2. Boston 3, Philly, Houston come up, and then following New York, LA. Here's my question to you. Who's going to have the better record next year? New York Knicks or LA Clippers?
LA Clippers. Without hesitation.
Okay. All right.
LA Clippers are going to be solid. Doc's already shown you what he could do.
Okay. Now I'm going to preface that with something else.
Even if they get Kevin Durant on the Knicks.
Will the Clippers get 1 superstar under their? They have enough for 2. Both New York and LA Clippers have enough to sign 2 max players. But everybody say Madison Square Garden. You shine bigger and better there. Will the Clippers get 1? And if they do get 1, it doesn't matter who. It could be Kawhi. Will they win over 50 games?
I don't know how many games. I think they're going to land 1. They're not going to get Klay Thompson.
Oh, so you know they're not getting, because he's re-signing.
I think he's re-signing.
I think he's re-signing too.
So that's the main one to talk about.
Right.
Now, Kawhi Leonard,
right.
I don't know. Folks on the Boston Celtics, I don't know.
Well, look.
I don't know. Even though Kyrie Irving seems to be an East Coast person.
Well,
I don't know where he's from.
He's closer to his home.
But he seems to be an East Coast person.
Yeah.
You tend to want your home vibe.
Look, if he's not in Boston, he's going to be New York.
Coming to L.A. should be good to anybody. Hate to say it like that, but that's the truth. The weather and everything.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying. Hey, look, let me just say this. L.A. and Toronto. Toronto falls. So they're already seeing that Kawhi may leave because they put them down below Clippers, New York to win the championship. So Toronto's dipping and equals the LA Lakers at 20-1. So even if the Lakers stay pat, they got 20-1 odds. You think Golden State losing Kevin Durant should be favored?
Yes. They were favored before they had Kevin Durant.
Okay. All right, man.
So they favored after they lose Kevin Durant.
All right. I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad. All right. Let me go on to the one that I really don't have too much to say about this, but because I don't think too many people watched it with enthusiasm. You see the fight, man?
No.
Is there a reason why you didn't see the fight?
I had gas.
Okay, man. I'm only saying this.
Had to go.
Man, listen. Daniel Jacobs,
it.
Daniel Jacobs, and Canelo. Daniel's already fought Triple G. When he fought Triple G, I saw more hunger. I saw more. Either he's going, Canelo is a badder boy. I can't step in like that. This was like a total domination. And I'm going to say it through caution, because I literally was sitting up here going like this. So you're not going to even take a chance. So you're surviving the payday. So you can say I went 12 rounds. So this is just my own thing, because the hype was there that Daniel was going to put little ingredients in the mix. It didn't happen. And maybe because my lack of boxing awareness and skills, that you go in there and be careful, because Canelo was like that. I'm not saying Canelo didn't do what he's supposed to do. He did. But man, you're talking about a letdown in the fight, man. I mean, the excitement, nothing. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean, Daniel, you can't bring your game. I just don't know if you're going to be set up for another payday after that showing. Outside of that, Mario, any particular sports topics I missed that you think I should cover? Other than that, I'm about to get out of here. You think it too long?
I think Bedroom Twister always deserves a little bit of a comment.
My new sports is over. Thank you. I'm sorry, man. That's dead.
Bedroom Twister?
Yeah, it's just, I don't even know what that means.
That's Victor Allen's New Sports, a recurring segment of the Morning Coffee with Mario show, written and directed by Victor Allen. He's doing it. Remember to dress appropriately. Sports bras, jock straps, that's for everybody. Gets a little confusing, but hey, a lot of fun. Join us. All you Facebook folks, this is sports for you, damn it. See, you liked it. Huh? Different. Yeah.